Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a video lesson here today to walk you guys through that was an email, first part of Classic Sinfonia. Right now I'm looking at second violins, which is very faded, but this is your music for second violin. I know most of us have worked through at least the first four measures in class. Maybe some of us have looked a little bit further. We'll be reviewing all of that and then looking a little bit further ahead. In our parts just to kind of, start putting things together so we can kind of practice things on our own. Just a quick reminder, first things we always look at whenever we're looking at new music or even like reviewing music we've looked at or played before, always want to check our key signature and time signature. Remember, we're in 4/4, which means we have 4 beats in a measure. We all know that. 4 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. And then our key signature, which is kind of hard to see, but we can look down here because it's on every single line. We have 1 sharp, F sharp, which means every F we're playing is going to be F sharp. And since there is no sharp for C, that means we have to assume that it's C natural. So we have F sharp 1 and then C natural. So remember, when we're on our D string, we want to be playing high 2 for F sharp. And then when we're on our C string, we want to be playing low 2 for C natural. Make sure we're being real careful because that's, mixing both of them together. We don't want to get those mixed up. For just reviewing and learning new notes and rhythms, we're taking tempo a little slower. Right now I have it at 70, and I'm just using a Google metronome. If you type in metronome into Google, it takes you just straight to this little box here, and you can set it however fast or however slow you want it. For today, I'm going a little bit under what the tempo's marked at. We're going about 70 beats per minute. That means every minute that passes, there's 70 beats happening. Kind of like how there's normally 60 seconds in a minute, there are 70 beats in a minute. And that's this tempo right here. So we're looking at our music with all these quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Right, because that's how our eighth notes work. So turning that off, let's just look at, for right now, the first 4 measures. Like I said, most of us already looked at this, but let's review. I'm going to turn on the metronome, and you guys feel free to follow along with me, kind of like you're watching Dora the Explorer or something. All right, so Vamonos, let's go. First 4 measures, I'll count us in. I'm going to say the notes and clap the rhythms. 1, 2, ready, go. G, D, G, A, B, A, G, F sharp, A, G, D, E, F sharp, G, E, D. All right, not too bad. Watch out here in this last measure. It plays, I'm going to turn off the metronome before that drives me crazy. G here, it skips that F sharp, E, D. Don't play E, or don't play an F sharp here because then you'll be a note behind. G, E, D. So watch out for that. And whenever you go to arco, make sure you slur these two together. So that's down, up, down, up, right? So that's all on one bow. So what I'm going to do for you guys for now, you guys can follow along. I'm going to play through your music first pizzicato, and then I'm going to play through it arco. 1, 2, ready, go. Ready, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, hopefully this is starting to feel a little bit more familiar, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next 4 measures. Again, just watching out here in the second measures, we've got these slurs kind of like we did here, but now we've got a couple more of them, so make sure you're being careful. I'm going to go through your notes and rhythms here, clap and count along with me if you would like to, which I would prefer you to. If you're wondering who's meowing, that's my cat right there. Yes, yes, taco. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Next four measures. And 1, 2, ready, go. G, D, G, A, G, F, E, A, G, F, G, G, E, E, D, D, D. And then we rest. One thing is worth mentioning before I do this pizzicato and arco. Notice this is marked a down bow. This note right here is also ending on a down bow because it's down, up, down. It's not written in your part, but a reset has to be done there whenever you start putting these together. So make sure you do a reset here. Okay, I'm going to play through these four measures here, the ones we just talked about. First pizzicato, and then arco. All right, so you can follow along with me if you'd like. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. One, two, ready, go. Okay, we're at measure 9 now. Now, if you're following along the video, don't feel like you have to go at the same speed as me. This isn't like in class. Like, I've tailored this video so you can start, stop, pause, go back, jump ahead, whatever you need to that we normally can't do in class. So if you're still struggling with those first 8 measures, don't go on to measure 9, right? Like, work on those first 8 measures. Make sure you feel comfortable. You play along with me, or play along with yourself with a metronome, whatever you need to do, and then jump back in, right? Like, you're at home, you work at the pace that you need to get your notes down. But whenever you're ready, we're at measure 9 now. First notable thing that's going to be changing, going to be a little bit different, is our dynamic that we have right here. It's hard to see, but we've been at forte this entire time for the first 8 measures. So we have a pretty significant dynamic change that happens here at measure 9. So make sure you drop your dynamics like way down to mezzo piano, E, F sharp, G, rest. Then we're mezzo forte. All right, and we can already start to see a pattern kind of starting to develop here. E, G, E, that's a little bit louder. And then this third measure here is forte. So it's like we're playing quiet, 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 rest, medium, 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 rest, and then we're really loud here for these last 5 notes. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, D, D, rest, 3, 4. And that'll take care of those measures. Okay, just like I did before, I'm going to play through these pizzicato first and then arco. One last thing though before I do these arco, because it's not marked in your parts. So if we look at our bowings, down, up, down, rest, down. Again, they didn't bother putting it in here because I put a rest there. There is a reset that is happening during each of these rests. Otherwise, you're going to be playing down, up, down, and then you're going to be stuck having to play up. So make sure you do a reset on each of these quarter rests. So here you go. I'm going to play through these for you guys. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. One, two, ready, go. Okay, we're going to look at these next 2 lines kind of together because they kind of work together. We need to look at them at the same time. But we're at measure 13 now. That's right here where we have these 2 notes on top of each other. If we remember, these are called double stops, right? This is what we did back during sword dances when we first learned about those. The song that was like the down, up, down, up, where we were playing D and A at the same time. But if we look at the notes we're playing here, we are playing D is the bottom note, so open D and first finger B. So thinking open D and then first finger on the A string at the same time. So it's down, reset, because notice all these are going to be on down bows. Down, reset, down, reset, down, reset. Something different happens here. Look real quick. See if you can find it. That's right. The B changes to an A. So our first finger is going to lift off of the string, and we're playing open A and open D. Reset. Back to the B here. B and D, rest. B, D, rest. And then it's G, F sharp, G. So every time you have one of these quarter rests, make sure you are doing a reset. Same thing on this quarter rest right here. It's kind of, I don't really know what happened there. They just decided to leave and do their own thing. Quarter rest right here, reset, 17. 17 is pretty easy. Just make sure you're counting your rests carefully. So I'll have a metronome going here. So we play 17, 1, 2, ready, go, E, 2, 3, 4, F sharp, 2, 3, 4, G, rest, E, rest, E, rest, D. Okay, and that takes you through there. The very, very last thing for this section, and it's really hard to see in your parts because it's cut off, but you can, if you squint real close, you can see there are these two tiny little dots right here and here. That's because there's supposed to be a reset right here, or not a reset, excuse me, a repeat. Remember, the repeat looks like this guy here, except backwards. So we're actually going to be taking this repeat all the way. We can look in our music, see it's marked here. It's hard to see, but it's here at the beginning. So once we play through all the way through measure 20, from the beginning to 20, we repeat back to the beginning and play it all the way through again. So just because it's hard, playing double stops pizzicato is kind of weird, and honestly, it's really just the notes and the counting the rests that's tricky to hear. I'm just gonna play through 13 all the way up through measure 20, arco, and you can follow along with me if you'd like. 1, 2, ready, go. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's going to cover really everything I wanted to work on for today. We'll call this part 1. This is like the first chunk of our music, and that'll give you plenty to work on for now. Expect here in the next couple of days for me to do part 2 and push that out to you guys for you to work on for this next section, 21 on through whatever this is, where we have another repeat, but I'll get to that later. If there's anything that you didn't quite understand or you need me to explain better, remember you can always send me an email or leave a comment in Google Classroom, and I'll get to you as soon as I can to explain that. Don't forget, I also have those open office hours every day from 1 to 2. If that doesn't work because you're meeting in another class or whatever, my schedule is really, really flexible, so you can just ask if you can talk to me another time, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys, I guess, in August. Now that's where we're at the time that I'm recording this. But stay safe, and I hope I get to see you guys soon.